Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Killer. I'm checking out Gran Turismo Sport. I haven't checked out Gran Turismo Sport on PlayStation 4 Pro on my TCL 55-inch P605 model, and I'm gonna use the exact same game mode universal calibrations that I have showed you before. Here, if you guys have missed it, I'll show it to you one more time in case you guys have missed it. So here they are. Let me go to the advanced picture settings. Remember, the game mode has to be on, okay? Dynamic local dimming, dynamic contrast has to be off. And the you want to make sure that, hold on a second, right here, this you have to turn off. This has to be off. You see how brighter it is right now? You have to turn the local dimming off. Backlit has to be all the way high. Brightness has to be at 50, contrast at 100, and sharpness at 0. Sorry about that. Remember, I'm doing this with a cell phone. You know, I'm using the cell phone as a remote control. So, sharpness at 0, color at 50. So make sure that the game mode is on. Turn the sucker on, okay? And then make sure that your TV brightness is bright. Picture mode normal. Local dimming has to be off, totally off. Okay, so now you have game mode on, you got local dimming off, you got TV brightness bright, and a picture mode normal. And with these settings, you will see you're gonna have much better peak brightness with the HDR on this television. Remember, I'm trying to get the best possible peak brightness out of this TV. Not only are you going to get better peak brightness now, but at the same time, you're going to have less input lag because you just turned off all these filters. And you have the game mode on, and you turn off the local dimming as well. So let's go ahead and let's see how it looks. Here we go. Let me there we go. Behind me, that iMac. Turn that off. I'm gonna choose I'll go with the Mitsubishi Lancer for right now. Why not? Let's do that. It's loading right now. I mean, I highly encourage you to try these settings. They really work. No matter what TV you have, every TV has the same principle, picture settings that you can implement the same thing that I have implemented here. And I guarantee you, majority of these 4K TVs, they have a game mode off and on, so they all come with that. Let me show it to you from the outside. Hold on. Let me go to the options. Let me go to the advanced settings. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use this. There we go. That's better. Then we're gonna exit and continue. I mean, it definitely looks better for this TV. You know, you also have to remember what type of TV you're using. So I'm trying to squeeze the best possible picture out of this TV and the best possible peak brightness out of this TV on the HDR. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Now, some of you will say the sharpness shouldn't be all the way to the 0. Well, this is something that's recommended by professional calibrators. You know, if you feel that you need to have that sharpness a little bit high, up a notch, then please do so. But remember, you should always have that sharpness at 0, because you are getting that high density 8 million pixels sharp detail. You're already getting that sharpness. There's no reason for you to you know, move that sharpness any higher than 0, unless you're watching something like a VCR or some like really crappy 380p pixel video. Then yes, you can move the sharpness up a bit, but quite honestly, you know, with a 4K resolution, you really don't need to have that sharpness all the way high. But if you feel you have to, you can move it, you know, but it's not recommended. What I'm simply telling you, this is something that I'm not vouching for. This is just something that professional calibrators are telling me, all right? The way I did this calibration, I did it based on what they've told me. And quite honestly, I happen to agree with them. I happen to agree that, yeah, it definitely, to me at least, it looks better when the sharpness is set to 0. But if you feel, to you personally, you don't like it, then you can move it up a notch, you know. I personally like the smoother picture, more natural, smoother picture than outline sharpness picture. So as you can see, you know, nothing's being crushed here. Deep dark levels are fine. Peak brightness is fine. Color, it's not oversaturated. It's not being, you know, it's not bleeding out. You know, it's just everything is balanced out. When I say bleeding out, I mean the color's not bleeding out. It's just being balanced. And that's what you want on your TV, guys. You know, remember, these settings are not just for the game. I utilize these calibration settings for everyday purpose. Like, you want to watch a movie, you can watch a movie. You want to watch sports, you can watch sports. And then so this way you don't have to go back and forth trying to adjust your settings all the time. This way you use one settings for everything. And that's why I created these calibration settings, so you can enjoy both your games, your movies, and your sports or documentaries, whatever it is that you're watching. That's why I call them universal, for that reason. And why I'm showing it to you on the TCL, because I want to show you that here I am on the entry-level 4K TV, and still those same exact settings that I use on the KS8000 still look good on this entry-level 4K TV. So even on a $400 4K TV, you're still gonna get that good performance. Here, I guess we can do a replay here a little bit. Let's close it. Let's check the replay. But also keep in mind, you know, looking this through a camera on your video and then checking it out in person, it's two different things. So here, let me show it to you one more time, you know, before I end this video so you guys can check it out. Alright, so you want to make sure that your TV brightness is set bright. You want to make sure your picture mode is in normal. Then go to advanced picture settings. Make sure that your local dimming it's off. And also make sure that your dynamic contrast is off. So local contrast and dynamic contrast, it's off. So you turn both of these off. And then you scroll down here to the brightness. Keep it at 100. I mean backlit, I'm sorry. Backlit at 100. Brightness at 50. And contrast at 100. Hold on a second. Sharpness at 0. Color at 50. And color temperature at normal. And game mode on. So make sure you pause the video, write these things down, okay? Hopefully you guys are pausing the video or writing these things down. Try them out. Remember, your color temperature has to be normal. Your game mode has to be on. And your TV brightness has to be bright. Remember, when you turn the game mode on, what's going to happen is it's going to also turn on your local dimming. That happens only once when you turn it on. Once that's turned on, you can go back up here and turn it off. Okay, and then it's gonna stay off. So there you have it, guys. It looks great. This is HDR, by the way. It looks good. So give it a try. You know, try it out. I'm not saying, you know, if you don't like these settings, you don't have to use them, but I'm giving you the options here, okay, in case you don't. Because I know a lot of you have been asking me, hey man, is there any kind of universal calibration that I can use? And what I'm giving you here, it's a universal calibration, so you don't have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, okay? You know? And this is done by research, okay? I've done a lot of research. I had a bunch of people contact me and they told me, these are like certified calibrators, and they told me what I should do, what type of settings I should use. I was just looking for the like a balanced universal calibration, and that's what you're getting here. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you like this video.